Adding or subtracting fractions that are weird, that they're algebraic fractions. Remember, you used to be scared of them in September because you only, because you came from arithmetic, state of mind, just numbers, 3/8 plus 1/2, and things like that. But now you don't even have things like that, right? So when we add fractions, we bring them to the common denominator. We talked about it last week, right? And remember, I said one thing to be mindful of is where. And I said, guys, pay attention. If we have a negative sign right here between them, right? I said we need to do what?
Change.
-1.
Now, that's if I want to do this. I have this.
Change the top. Change the
And
right.
I need this, right? I told you we'll multiply that by -1. I said we will be drawing invisible walls. Do you remember that?
Oh.
Right? We kind of have to, because the fraction treated as if it is an invisible parentheses, but when you have a negative sign, you look like you're watching a movie. Like the way you look at the way she's like, I love it, there she goes, with the fraction.
There's the climax.
I know, there it is, it's gonna be shooting. Anyway, so, but when there's a negative sign, that's for sure you are drawing those invisible walls, right? Remember that? Wake up. Okay, right now I have a positive sign, so no big deal. So I look at my fractions. We first need to look at them individually, thinking, can we reduce anything, Vlad?
B.
I need objects to throw. Vlad, can I reduce anything in this fraction? No, we cannot. Thank you, Naomi, because Naomi's like, don't you dare. We can only reduce, if they were multiplied, by the way, we're in business, that would be at 1, right? In here, right? Nothing when things are subtracted or added. So, who can direct me what the common denominator is going to be?
ABC.
ABC. I have A, I don't have A, so I need it. I have B. Good. C, I have it here, I don't have it here. So that's my common denominator. So I first figured my common denominator out, right? You were like losing it last week. You were like, what do I do? I'm getting you back on track. Yeah, you were losing it. Anyway, so Paula, what do I need to multiply this fraction by?
C.
Thank you. I just saw what you had for breakfast. Seriously? So I'll multiply this one by C and this one by C. Okay, see? This is where Kareem would make a mistake, right? You see, I multiply C by the entire thing. So do me a favor, put it in parentheses. Kareem would just kind of like multiply these two guys. No. Kareem, what do I multiply this fraction by?
A.
Thank you. Good job. And the same thing. You can put it here, you can put it here, but just as long as it's somewhere. Anything that you do to the top, you always do to the bottom, right? Okay. So here's my big guy. I can have one fraction bar, that's fine. So on top I will have AC, distributive property, minus BC. Easy peasy because I have a plus. I would be very alert if I had a minus. So that will be distributive property backwards like that. Plus AB. Stop. And minus AC. Does that make sense? Okay. Jasmine, do you see any like terms on top?
AC.
Good. Can you reduce them? Combine them? Yes, you can. You like precious time. You're wasting precious time. They will reduce. So now I have negative BC plus AB. ABC. By the way, I can always, if it's confusing you, I can always rewrite it this way. AD minus BC. Rearrange them. I'm not multiplying them by negative, nothing. No. They're exactly with the same signs. I'm just rearranging them like this. Physical pain, please, on him. A, B, C. Okay. Is this the final answer?
No.
What can you do?
Reduce.
How? The answer is yes. What? What? How?
B, C.
B.
No, it's like
I mean, I'm not allowed.
Yeah, let's complicate our life. You know, let's bring it to a square. You know,
A times
come on, top. Do something to the top.
B. Subtract the B.
What do you do? How do you do that? That's
Yeah,
a wrong
how?
verb. What's the verb I'm looking for?
Use.
No,
Difference.
no,
Can you
no.
Factor.
Verb. Yes.
Difference. No.
Factor. Greatest common factor.
Factor.
Verb. Okay. Tattoo it on your arm. Scratch that. Sharpie. Factor. Okay. That's the term I'm looking for. Because now, Vlad, you can reduce like this. Because this guy's multiplied to this. So he's an independent agent, independent player in this one. And my answer will be A minus C over AC. I do have some dummies in this class who will say, oh, it's a 1. I'll just reduce this and this. It's a 1. Man, like if you do this on a final exam, I will be like, I'll flip. I will be tripping. Done.